What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a very special video. Now today's video is a collab with my good buddy Lightro Storm. And you know, we've been talking about this for a while, mainly because he's lazy. So yeah, we decided we'll do it. Yeah, not much to say here, you know what's happening. Make sure you go watch part 1 on his channel and subscribe while you're there. Now, onto the video. Not much changes in the time skip between Z and Super, aside from the obvious changes mentioned. Beerus still wakes up on Bulma's birthday and threatens to blow up Earth, and they make Goku a Super Saiyan God. There'd be no Beerus vs Gotenks battle, but that's only minor. Goku and Vegeta would then train with Whis, and Frieza is revived. When Frieza shows up to Earth, Yamcha would be there with everyone else. This is due to him being stronger, and since they're fighting an army, he'll obviously be an asset. So when they arrive, Yamcha duplicates into at least 100 different copies, and charges at Frieza's soldier alongside the other Z-Fighters. They easily demolish Frieza's soldiers much quicker, leaving only Tagoma and Shisami to be taken care of. Since Piccolo is much stronger, Shisami is easily taken out by him in his ultimate form. Tagoma would also be clapped by Tenshin and Yamcha tag teaming, leading to Ginyu taking his body quicker. Since the Z-Fighters are much stronger besides Gohan, the fight with Ginyu is much less one-sided. I could see Piccolo killing Ginyu shortly before Goku and Vegeta arrive on the scene. Then the whole thing goes the same from there. In the Universe 6 saga, since Majin Buu isn't here to participate, Tenshin Home would be picked in his place. Obviously, he'd pass the test, and would go up after Goku does, against Frost. He definitely identified the Poison Needle, and calls him out for cheating, so Champa kicks Frost out of the tournament, like he was going to do before Vegeta interrupted, in canon. Tenshin Home would scold Frost for not fighting fairly, and being an honourable warrior, and would then get bodied by Megera in the next round. Then Vegeta takes over, and everything from there goes the same. In the Goku Black arc, the first half is similar to in canon, until they need to perform the Alphabet. Since Piccolo can shrink to get in the time machine, and knows the technique, as he has Kami's abilities, and Kami used it in the 23rd Budokai, Goku would think of him instead of thinking about training with Roshi. It means that he and Vegeta can both go in the time chamber together, and get stronger before heading to the future. In the future, Piccolo would remain tiny to avoid being spotted by Black and Zamasu. Vegeta takes on Black, leading Goku to distract the Makaio ship. He gets him monologuing, allowing Piccolo to get behind him and perform the Alphabet. Since he isn't a bumbling idiot, he doesn't forget a seal and successfully seals away the evil Kai. Without Zamasu to fuse with, Black would be pretty screwed, especially when Goku and Vegeta both go blue. He tries a last-ditch effort to break Zamasu out, but it doesn't work, and he is vaporized by a final Kamehameha from both Goku and Vegeta. Piccolo would give Future Trunks the container holding Zamasu, and tells him to keep it safe. He agrees and thanks him for the help. They would then return to the past, and a much more satisfying ending to the arc. Tournament power time. There won't be a preliminary match, since there is no future Zeno, meaning that he just blatantly declared the tournament. Maybe Toppo and Goku have their fight, but not much beyond that. The tournament roster would include Yamcha instead of Frieza, for very obvious reasons. Something I should mention is that Gohan is definitely weaker, and Piccolo has to make up for that, reversing their roles in this timeline. When we get to the tournament, the initial parts go the same. Piccolo would be going around the arena in his tiny form to exploit openings, which gets a couple pretty early on. He would definitely find Damon, and knocks him out, since they are on an even playing field this timeline, and while Damon has the tiny form as his gimmick, Piccolo has much more, so he'd be easily fodderized. Yamcha would be helping Krillin, and manages to save him from Frost using his clones. This shocks Frost as he prepares for battle. He gets swarmed by the Desert Bandits' sheer numbers, as well as Krillin's tactical mind, and will be eliminated from the arena, meaning that Krillin stays in the tournament. With the sniper, Piccolo would be able to use instant transmission, and be tiny to exploit openings with the sniper and the reflector, ultimately leading to them getting eliminated, before Tenshinhan has to get involved. This means that he now stays in the arena as well. Since Frost has been eliminated, it's unlikely that Roshi would exhaust himself to the degree he did in canon. He'd most likely fight Megera, but Vegeta would step in and easily eliminate him like he does. So Roshi stays in the tournament as well. After the fight with Jiren, where Goku is in the crater badly damaged, it'd be Krillin to find him. He'd begin healing him with his technique they learned on Yardrat, but since Goku's so strong, he can only do so much. This is still very beneficial, as it means the Saiyan can fight off the people he does in the following battles, with less of a struggle. An interesting thing that occurs is with the Universe 6 Namekians. Tenshin Home would be fighting them alongside Piccolo and Gohan, and hears about how they absorb some Namekians. It gives him an idea, as he uses a Taiyoken to blind them, and uses Force Spirit Fusion on them, making the entire population of Universe 6 Namek appear in the arena. Who can combat these numbers, you may be asking? It's the main man himself, Yamcha. He duplicates himself to the maximum he can muster, and begins fighting off the Namekians. The ones who aren't fighters practically just jump off the arena, and the ones that are most likely fodderized, except for Salnel and Purina, who Piccolo himself eliminates. All this means is that Universe 6 is erased, but not in unison with Universe 2. Universe 4 would be eliminated long after this by Roshi. He would know how to handle an invisible fighter, and so he eliminates him without much hassle. When Ani-Raza is formed, Piccolo just goes very massive to make the fight much easier. With instructions from 17, Piccolo aims at the core, causing it to shatter, allowing the rest of Universe 7 to fire a combined blast that takes out Universe 3. We arrive at the final battle of Universe 11. Piccolo, Gohan, Yamcha, and Krillin will all be fighting against Dispo, where he proves that his Lightspeed mode will be hard to counter. Yamcha's clones do some stuff, but ultimately, Dispo is just too strong, and he ends up bringing out both of the Turtle students. Gohan manages to catch him in a full Nelson though, and sacrifice himself and eliminate Dispo by getting Piccolo to blast them out of the arena. Over with Topo, Roshi, Tenshin Home 17 and 18 begin battling the God of Destruction in training. Even though Topo overpowers them all individually, their teamwork puts him on the ropes, especially with Tenshin Home's Spirit Vision technique, sapping away his energy. So he'd most likely go into his God of Destruction form and bring out Roshi, Tenshin Home, and 18. Vegeta then arrives and takes him out like in canon. Finally, we get to the battle against Jiren. Piccolo begins doing his best against Jiren, but is very quickly bodied. Piccolo fires a large blast at Jiren, which he deflects back at him, making everyone think that Piccolo has been killed. Universe 7 feels great loss in this, but Jiren isn't eliminated, since he was just defending himself and didn't go out of his way to kill Piccolo. After this is cleared up by the Grand Priest, 17 amps things back up by sacrificing himself. Vegeta fights Jiren, but is wrung out and gives Goku his energy. Then Goku goes Ultra Instinct and falls out of it, leaving him at Jiren's mercy. After he stands, a hand is placed on his shoulder. Piccolo has returned and attempted to throw him out of the arena with his stretchy arms. It is then Jiren feels a slight tapping on his shoulder. A small green creature is hopping around and is growing larger. Piccolo now uses the giant form to stall Jiren and chase him around the arena. Eventually, he tries to lift him up, but the plan backfires, leading to Piccolo losing an arm and Universe 7 losing another member. Piccolo then reappears in the stands. Another dead fighter makes his return, and this is 17. He holds Jiren off, who is much easier to fight since Frieza isn't here to taunt him. The two squabble, but it's clear that 17 is outmatched. Eventually, Goku is recovered enough to help out, and the two take Jiren out, with both of them rushing out of the ring. When the commotion is over, 17's hand is holding onto the edge of the arena. The android then wishes for all the universes to revive, like in canon. The Broly movie would occur, with Berry Blue bringing Paragus and Broly to Earth. It goes the same until Goku's fight with Broly. Since Frieza isn't there to kill Paragus, Broly doesn't go Super Saiyan, so he's just knocked out. Then the Frieza Force all flee the planet, with Broly and Paragus staying in their ranks. And that's going to be it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment below. We'll subscribe in the next episode. Just kidding. That's the end. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what you thought of the collab. And if this gets enough likes, we might do it again in the future. Make sure you go subscribe to Lightro, otherwise I will find your family and break your kneecaps. And yeah, bye!